Beyond the headlines lies a land where civilization began, where towering ziggurats pierce endless skies, and hidden oases bloom like emeralds in golden sand. This is Iraq, the cradle of humanity, waiting to tell its forgotten stories. What ancient secrets still whisper through these timeless landscapes? Stay with us as we unveil the Iraq the world has never seen. In the heart of the Middle East, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers carved the first chapters of human civilization, lies a land of extraordinary beauty and profound mystery. This is Iraq, a country that has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of writing, and the flowering of art and science that would shape our world forever. Today, we embark on a journey through time and space, discovering the Iraq that exists beyond the familiar narratives, a land of breathtaking natural wonders, architectural marvels, and a resilient people who have preserved their heritage through millennia of change. Chapter 1: The Cradle of Civilization. Our story begins here, in the shadow of the great Ziggurat of Ur, where Abraham once walked and where the world's first cities took root over 4,000 years ago. This massive stepped pyramid, rising from the desert like a monument to human ambition, represents more than ancient architecture. It embodies humanity's first attempt to touch the heavens. The Sumerians who built this wonder gave us more than monuments. They gifted humanity the wheel, the sailboat, and most remarkably, the written word. Cuneiform script, pressed into clay tablets by reed styluses, recorded everything from epic poems to grocery lists, creating the world's first libraries. Not far from Ur, the legendary city of Babylon once stood as the jewel of Mesopotamia. Here, King Nebuchadnezzar II created the Hanging Gardens, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, though their exact location remains one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. The brilliant blue tiles of the reconstructed Ishtar Gate still dazzle visitors today, decorated with dragons and bulls that seem to move in the shifting desert light. These weren't mere decorations, they were symbols of divine protection, watching over a city that was once the largest in the world. Chapter 2: The Marshes of Time. From the ancient cities, we journey to one of the world's most unique ecosystems, the Mesopotamian marshes. Once covering 20,000 square kilometers, these wetlands have been called the Garden of Eden, and floating through them, you understand why. The marsh Arabs, or Madan, have lived in harmony with these waters for over 5,000 years. Their elegant boats, called mashafs, are crafted from the same reeds that surround them, using techniques passed down through countless generations. These marshes serve as a crucial stopping point for millions of migratory birds traveling between Europe and Africa. Flamingos paint the water pink in vast flocks, while sacred ibis, birds that were worshipped in ancient Egypt, wade through the shallows with prehistoric grace. The muddifs, magnificent cathedral-like structures built entirely from reeds, stand as testaments to sustainable architecture. Without a single nail or screw, these buildings can last for decades, their arched forms echoing the great halls of Europe's cathedrals. Chapter 3: Baghdad, the City of Peace. Baghdad, Madinat al-Salam, the City of Peace, was once the largest city in the world and the beating heart of the Islamic Golden Age. Founded in 762 AD by the Abbasid Caliph al-Mansur, it was designed as a perfect circle, with the Caliph's palace at its center. While the original round city has vanished beneath layers of time, the spirit of Baghdad endures in its bustling souks, where the aroma of cardamom and cinnamon mingles with the calls of merchants, just as it did 1,000 years ago. The National Museum of Iraq houses treasures that span 10,000 years of human history. The golden helmet of Mescalamdug, the intricate Sumerian jewelry, and countless artifacts remind us that this land nurtured the earliest expressions of human creativity and sophistication. The Almustan Syria Madrasa, built in 1227, once attracted scholars from across the known world. Its libraries held over 400,000 books when European universities were still in their infancy. The geometric patterns adorning its walls speak a mathematical language that influenced Islamic art from Spain to Indonesia. As evening falls, families gather along the Tigris, sharing tea and stories as they have for generations. The river that gave birth to civilization continues to nurture community, its gentle current carrying both history and hope toward the Persian Gulf. Chapter 4: Kurdistan, the Mountains of the Sun. In Iraq's northern reaches, where the Mesopotamian plains give way to the Zagros Mountains, lies Iraqi Kurdistan, a region of spectacular natural beauty and proud cultural heritage. The Rwanda's canyon cuts through the landscape like a wound in the earth, its red sandstone walls rising dramatically from the Little Zab River. Kurdish poets have compared this natural wonder to verses written by God's own hand. Kurdish villages cling to mountainsides like eagles' nests, their stone houses blending seamlessly with the ancient landscape. Here, traditions persist that predate Islam, Christianity, and even the great empires of Mesopotamia. Kurdish women weave stories into their textiles, each pattern carrying meaning passed down through oral tradition. The vibrant colors, saffron yellow, pomegranate red, and sky blue, reflect the natural palette of their mountain homeland. At the heart of Kurdish culture stands the citadel of Erbil, continuously inhabited for over 6,000 years, making it one of the oldest continuously occupied places on Earth. From its ramparts, you can see the entire sweep of the Mesopotamian plain, understanding why this site has been coveted by empires throughout history. Chapter 5: Hidden Treasures of the Desert. Beyond the famous sites lie Iraq's hidden treasures, places known only to locals and the few travelers who venture off the beaten path. Hatra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, stands like a mirage in the western desert. This Parthian city, built over 2,000 years ago, successfully resisted Roman sieges through ingenious defensive architecture and the harsh protection of the surrounding desert. The city's temples blend Mesopotamian, Greek, and Arabian influences, creating a unique architectural language. Eagles soar carved in stone, their wings spread in eternal flight, while intricate geometric patterns reveal the mathematical sophistication of their creators. Even in the seemingly barren desert, life finds a way. Natural springs create oases where date palms provide shade and sustenance, their roots reaching deep into underground rivers that have flowed since the Ice Age. After the rare desert rains, the seemingly lifeless sand explodes in a carpet of wildflowers, a reminder that even in the harshest environments, beauty and life persist with remarkable resilience. Chapter 6: The Living Culture. Iraq's greatest treasure is not found in museums or ancient ruins. It lives in the warmth of its people, the richness of its traditions, and the resilience of its culture. Iraqi cuisine tells the story of the Silk Road in every dish. Saffron from Persia, cardamom from India, and techniques refined over millennia create flavors that have influenced Middle Eastern cooking from Turkey to Yemen. The oud's melancholy notes echo through coffee houses where men gather to play backgammon and debate poetry. Iraqi makam, a form of classical Arabic music, has been recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of oral and intangible heritage of humanity. Master craftsmen continue traditions that stretch back to the Abbasid Caliphate. Calligraphers transform Quranic verses into visual poetry, while metalworkers create intricate Damascene patterns that seem to capture light itself. Children play in narrow alleyways where their ancestors played centuries ago, their laughter echoing off ancient walls, proving that some things transcend time and politics. Chapter 7: Dawn of a New Chapter. As dawn breaks over the land between the rivers, we're reminded that Iraq's story is far from over. This is a country writing new chapters while honoring ancient wisdom, rebuilding while preserving, and welcoming the world while maintaining its unique identity. Young Iraqis are reclaiming their narrative, using technology to share their heritage with the world, starting businesses, creating art, and proving that their country's greatest chapters may still lie ahead. The Tigris and Euphrates continue their eternal journey to the sea, carrying with them the dreams and hopes of millions. They have witnessed the rise of the world's first cities, the flowering of science and art, and the resilience of the human spirit. From space, Iraq sits at the crossroads of three continents, a bridge between East and West, ancient and modern, tradition and innovation. This is Iraq, not just the cradle of civilization, but a land that continues to inspire, surprise, and welcome those brave enough to look beyond the surface. In every grain of sand, in every ancient brick, in every gentle curve of Arabic script, Iraq whispers the same eternal truth, that beauty, wisdom, and humanity endure. This is Iraq, timeless, resilient, and forever magnificent. Iraq's doors are open to respectful travelers ready to discover one of the world's most historically significant destinations. Visit responsibly, learn deeply, and help share the real story of this remarkable land. Plan your journey to Iraq through authorized tour operators. Help preserve these ancient wonders for future generations by traveling responsibly and supporting local communities. Subscribe for more hidden destinations that challenge perceptions and celebrate human heritage. The world's greatest stories are waiting to be discovered.